So welcome back students. So for today's second session, that is design of tension member. So in this session we'll solve one more problem. Okay. So the problem is given like determine the block shear strength. Determine the block shear strength of welded tension member shown below. Okay. So we have to find out only block shear strength of this according to this geometry given. Okay, so this is a tension member. It's a plate, okay, of size 225 mm by 10 mm thick. The plate size is, the width of the plate is 225, the thickness of the plate is 10 mm, which is connected to one more plate. So this is one more plate, okay, with weld, okay, with welded connection, and we have to find out its block shear strength. Okay, so according to this, first we'll have the other given data. Okay, then like the Fu for plate is 410 Newton per mm square. Okay, and Fy is 250 Newton per mm square. This is for steel material. Okay, and the gamma m naught required, that is 1.1, that is partial safety factor, and gamma ml is 1.25. These are the partial safety factors required for the calculation of block shear. Okay, so the block shear formula is given by, again as per IS 800 2007, TDB 1, that is AVG into Fy upon root 3 to gamma m naught plus 0.9 ATN Fu divided by gamma ml. So this is one formula. Then same we have one more formula for block shear, that is TDB2, that is given by 0.9 ATN Fu upon root 3. So it is 0.9 AVN, sorry, this is 0.9 AVN, 0.9 AVN Fu by root 3 into gamma ml plus ATG into Fy upon gamma m naught. Okay, ATG into Fy upon gamma m naught. Okay, so here the important thing is we have to find out AVG, ATN, AVN and ATG. AVG, AVN, ATG and ATN. Okay. So we'll calculate one by one. So what will happen here? Okay. So in this case, this plate, how it will fail in block shear. So I will show you that. So how the failure will occurs. Okay, so this is a main plate, there is a tension member, and this plate, okay, connected over like this. Okay, so the block shear failure should occurs. So the failure should start from here, here and here. So it will act as a block, and this part of the plate will cut and it will get separated. So what will happen here? After failure it will become like this. After failure, so it will be this part of the plate will become like this. This part of the plate will become like this. Like this. So the failure will occur, it will cut, means this part will come this side and this part will separate like this. Two plates will get separated because of block shear. That this part and this part will get separated because of block shear. Okay, Now here the area what you have to consider, okay, the area that is AVG. AVG is the area, okay, the line or a segment along the direction of force like this. So this will be part for AVG. We have to consider this will be for AVG. And this part from here to here we have to consider for ATG. Okay, understood? AVG, AVN and ATG, ATN. So we will calculate for that. Okay. So what will happen here? Because it is welded connection, because it is a welded connection, your AVG will become, again it will be AVN. Means there is no cross area, there is no net area. Because it's a welded connection, we are not going to provide any bolt holes here. So there is no deduction of net area. There is no deduction for net area. So automatically your gross area will become net area. So what is that AVG? So this length is given as, okay, so this length is given as 100, because this direction you have to consider, this length is given as 100. So that's why it is 100 into the thickness of plate is 10. 100. So this weight is 100, because it is mentioned here, this weight is 100. So this is 100 into the thickness of plate is 10 mm. So 100 into 10 into 2. Why this 2? Because we are in this direction and even in this direction. In this direction and even in this direction. So 100 into 10 into 2. So that you will get 2000 mm square. Okay. Then regarding ATG and ATN. ATG and ATN. So this will be again in this direction. So ATG, this length is given as 225. So 225 into 10. Don't multiply into 2 here, because we have only one path of failure. In longitudinal direction we have two paths. So that's why I multiply into 2. But in this direction we have only one path. So that is 225 into 10. So that is 2, 2, 5, 0. Okay. That is 2250 mm square. And you have to go back and substitute so for the answer. Okay. So that's why here it will be TDB1 is equal to, so in the formula it is AVG. So 2000, it is 2000 into Fy is 250 divided by root 3 into 1.1 plus 0.9 into 2250 into 410 divided by 1.25. So this value will get 926.631 kilonewton. Okay. So that is TDB1. And TDB2 is, by using again 0.9 into 8VN. AVN is again 2000 into F is 410 divided by root 3 into gamma ml is 1.25 plus ATG. So ATG is 2250 into Fy is 250 divided by gamma m naught. So it is 1.1. So this answer you will get as TDB2 as 852.23 kilonewton. Okay. So you have to take the value of block shear, that is least between TDB and TDB2. So our block shear strength is least between these two. So it is 852.23. So therefore the block shear strength is equal to 852.23 kilonewton. So this is regarding the block shear strength if one plate connected to another plate with welded connection. So for today's session this is the second problem. Okay. So I'll upload the PDF also in the group. So you go through and solve and discuss with your friends if you have any queries. Okay. And if you get any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you.